Luke, I wanted to ask a question. Do you even like coffee?
No, I've never drank coffee.
Never drank coffee in your life. So why'd you take her on a coffee date when you don't like coffee?
Well, that's...
We don't need a hot chocolate.
I got a hot chocolate. You got a coffee.
Anyway. All right. Welcome back to D&M Cast. It is season 5. We're back from our break. And obviously, setup has changed.
Look at this.
We are very happy with this. It's exceeded our expectations. We're at That Creative Hub, run by our good friends Benny and Aiden. So shout out, they're just behind the cameras over there. So no, it's great. We'll be here pretty much full time now, and it's really good to be working with people that we're close with. So
we've got a bit of an audience behind the cameras.
Yeah, no, never really had more than one people, but
normally you can't see because normally there's like a wall or something. But normally we have like for anyone that don't know, that you can actually see yourself when we're doing the podcast using another studio. So like always just like mewing in the cameras and stuff.
Mewing. That's crazy.
You can't see any of that this time. But we're back. I think this episode will be around basically some of the topics that you guys have sent in. They always seem to do well because it's stuff you guys want to know. So so I don't know about anyone else, but there's this trend on TikTok at the moment, top 5 male Canon events. And
you love your trends on TikTok.
No, I have these, my female friends keep sending them to me.
Female friends.
Asking, friends is key word. They message me asking if they're true. And some of them are pretty funny, but I think we're going to focus on the more serious ones. So I'll run the boys through them. They don't know what I'm about to read out. So
right. I'm scared.
Top 5 male Canon events. Number 1, the barber messing you up.
The barber. Yeah, I feel like it messes Luke up a
when he
lot.
fucks you up.
Yeah, look at my head right
maybe
now,
on purpose. I'd probably do the same.
I cut my own hair.
If you can't tell, Luke
can't
does cut his
tell.
own hair.
Yeah, it's not looking good right now. Now, when I was a kid, I used to have like really long hair, and if like the barbers come here, I used to cry every time.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a Canon.
Remember the time I cut your hair? It was like really long.
Yeah.
It's just like betrayal, I think. You go with so much trust, especially when you're doing like a big change and the barber fucks you up.
Betrayed. Yeah, but if anyone doesn't remember, I used to have the longest mullet, like probably a mullet down here. I feel like that's how everyone used to remember me, like a guy with a mullet. But Diezel cut it off, and I'm very, very thankful that he did, because I look so much better.
That was a good cut.
If you're with a girl or something and she goes,
you need to cut your hair.
You need to cut your hair. Trust me,
just cut
your hair, because I had the grossest mullet.
Yeah.
I actually had a girlfriend when I had a mullet. Now I don't have a mullet. I don't have a girlfriend. So like, I don't know, but I just trust me, cut it.
Yeah. The next one, fumbling that one girl that you never even dated.
See, this is different. I've never had that.
Never had that.
Never had that one girl that you fumbled.
Yeah, I've never had that.
You always got him.
Yeah, no, I think that is pretty universal. It does suck.
Does it?
I think it sucks as a potential. Like you don't really have a reason for an ending. Almost.
Yeah. I think this happened to you.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
I might have chosen this one.
Did you want to explain what happened in this one?
Nah, but yeah, I think it's universal. I think there's other guys or girls out there listening that if you fumble a person you never dated, it's like the potential's gone to waste. So I feel like there's so much potential wasted, and it's like what fucks to your head.
I think I think because when you like have a full relationship with someone, you've like experienced like probably like the longest extent of like what the relationship could have been. So then like you don't really have any questions. Whereas if it's like just starting, it was going really well, and then it ends, you're like, oh gosh, like it could have been so good. And then like you go, and you go into something new with someone, you're like, oh, but I could have had this with that person. Like they were perfect. They were this, they were that.
You'd probably like almost compare the next relationship to that past one that you let go. You know what I mean?
I've definitely had like talking stage where it's ended pretty quickly, but I've just been like, oh, okay. Oh well, off we go.
Digging yourself a hole, mate.
That's enough for me, buddy. Number 3 is falling out of love with your sport or realizing you're not good enough to go pro, so quitting.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of boys, especially through footy, do that. Like
I think this is more American because especially with NFL, there's not really too many local leagues over in the States when you play NFL. So once the college players finish up and don't get drafted, they just quit. Like they're done because there's no local leagues like footy. You can make money here if you're not good enough to play AFL, but over in the States, it's a bit different. So I think this is more States based. But yeah, falling out of love with it is.
Do you still believe that you can make AFL?
100%.
Yeah.
I'm a bit delusional though.
The next Canon event, and probably one of the last ones, seeing her with another boy.
Oh, fuck that.
Yeah, it's a Canon event for sure.
That is the single worst feeling I've ever had.
Yeah.
Do you still have that?
I still have that to this day.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's universal. It sucks no matter who you are, no matter what you do. It's going to suck. But yes, that's normal in a universal experience and a Canon event for sure.
It's the worst feeling because when you are in a relationship, like a serious relationship, you kind of like feel like they're yours. It's like, you know, they're like connected to you. So when someone else has that, it's like, gosh, that's like the worst feeling ever. And I know my brother recently going through a breakup right now, and he was talking to me about it.
Yeah.
And he was just like, oh, like one of my friends was like with her the other day, like it's absolutely killing me. Like I can't believe, like I don't know if they got together, like I don't know what happened. And I'm like, I've been through this. Like
cut that friend off, bro. Cut that friend off.
Yeah, I know.
Do you know who the friend was?
Yeah,
cut him off. Yeah. No, you can't be doing that. And the last one, I think last one, this isn't really one, but it's funny. This is what I used to spam when I was like 10 years old. 10-minute ab workout. On YouTube, you had the 10-minute ab workout.
I had the 6-minute iron as like
Yeah.
iron abs or something.
No, that's the Canon event.
How are your abs going now?
Yeah, they're disappearing by the day.
I feel like when you came back from Noosa, they were like popping off.
Yeah, they still are, mate. So another thing I've been seeing on TikTok, I'm on fire lately, especially this break has been giving me a lot of TikTok time.
This is like your Pinterest time.
Yeah, and then Pinterest time. Anyway, yeah, the second love theory for guys. I don't know if you've both ever experienced this actually.
I don't know what it is.
You're both still whipped on your first fucking girlfriend.
No, we'll get into this. We'll talk about this.
So it's like basically the theory summarized very quickly is like the first love, and then the second love is one that you never really get over.
But then the third one is the second one's the hardest, and the third one is
the one you stay with.
The one you stay with.
Explain it. Talk to me.
Yeah, obviously we're young. We're not wise old men, unfortunately. But yeah, I think it makes sense, the concept, and I agree that like maybe the second love falls a bit harder than the first. Is first usually you're a bit young, a bit naive, you don't really know what's going on.
I think you like the first one's the most because you're growing up and becoming a person. You experience those things growing up. Like you get your license, you move out of home, or like all those like little things, like such key moments in your life that you'll never be able, like you'll never re-experience those things again.
Yeah.
Like I feel like from like when you're like 20, 25, you like have similar experiences or you like re-experience things. Whereas when you're like 16, 17, 18, those experiences, like when you're at school, like after school hangouts, like all those things, you will never ever get those things again.
It's almost like when you look back on a memory and you're like, shit, like I wish I could like go back to that time. Is that what you were talking about?
Yeah, like similar.
So that's like kind of like the energy of like your first of ever love, the adrenaline of like doing things for the first time, kind of.
And we always say like, don't go back to your ex, but
we've proven that wrong.
Yeah, Diezel's
the CEO of Diezel's energy is like, so we're with some friends the other day, and Diezel was talking about how good it is to go back to your ex-girlfriend, and one of the people there was like, fuck it, I'm gonna message my ex. So it's like the contagious energy that Diezel radiates, that he makes everyone want to go back to the ex-girlfriend.
Well, like you got to look at it like, if someone makes you feel that good about yourself, and like,
is it like feeling good or the fear of her being with someone else?
Either way, it's still a feeling.
Yeah, but it's two different. I think
that's a great way to distract yourself from getting back. Not getting back with her. I feel like there's like the feeling of you wanting to get back with her, so why don't you just give it a go? You're still young. You know what I mean? It's like if you're talking to your if you're talking about your ex-girlfriend so highly once after you've broken up with her, there's obviously still things that you need to achieve with that one person. Get back with her.
It was funny because I think we both ended our relationships at like very similar time. We both went like the different ways. Like
for like that year, we were just growing. And
I went for like the block completely cut out route. You went for like the stay in contact. Like how you doing?
Yeah, you like always think about. Well, I would always think about him, and like obviously they were a distraction when I'd talk to other girls.
We can talk about this with you, Diezel, especially. Do guys think about girls in another relationship?
So Diezel, now you're with Tyler.
Yeah,
back with your ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
Do you think about other girls while you're in your relationship?
I was talking to this.
Was that to snitch on himself?
No. I was talking to
this girl.
No. I was talking to this person. I don't know who it was. I think it was either you or Braden. But when you're in a relationship that you actually like love to be in, like when you're in a happy relationship, let's just say, you don't think about anyone else in a sexual way, in any other form of relation other than friends or something. You know what I mean? Like, outside of a relationship, I'd talk to a girl and I'd probably be like, yeah, she's pretty. Like, yeah, I'd talk to her, blah, blah, blah. But like, I've never once like thought I'm going to talk to that girl, or I'm going to save her for once I'm finished, or if I'm ever going to be finished with my girlfriend. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. I think there's a line between healthy and toxic. And I think if you're thinking about other girls,
exactly.
Or you can think about other girls, but like thinking about other girls in like a bad intentions type way, then that's probably crossing the line of toxic, and no one wants to be in a toxic.
Yeah. Do you reckon it's a red flag if you're liking girls, like you like
We've
girls?
gone over this. I think
I'll touch on this. Like I have friends obviously with you guys, and we are all friends with her, but like not a specific person, but I would like one of my friends' photos and it's a girl, and just say in one of her like dumps, it's like a bikini photo or something. Like, I'm happy to talk about this because like
You've been caught out a couple times.
I'm not hiding anything, but like I would like that photo, and obviously from a girl's point of view, it's
I like that shit.
Obviously from a girl's point of view, you wouldn't like seeing your partner liking other girls' photos, but in this circumstance, I'm actually like, do you like if you're there for support?
Cut you off there. I think it's social media is kind of like been the worst thing for relationships, and there's all these petty little nitty gritty things of like liking someone else's photo. I think like obviously if you're going around liking supermodels' bikini photos, it's a bit different. But then someone could argue what's the difference between watching porn and like liking someone's Instagram photo. You know
I got in
trouble for liking Dixie D'Amelio's post.
Yeah, I think
Are you serious?
Yeah.
There's so many like everyone has a different belief on it, which is fine. I think you should find out your partner's belief and respect their opinion on it. But personally, I think like when it comes to like liking other shit, like just use common sense.
I think it's not. I don't think it's cheating, but like it depends what it is. But I think it's like
it's definitely
a bit
not cheating.
cheeky. Like it's not
definitely not cheating. It's probably
You're comparing it to porn now.
no. I'm just saying when you get to bikini photos. Like, one could argue if you're liking someone.
Yeah,
like,
that's an issue, and even other people seeing that you like in certain person's photos when they have their genitals out.
It sort of falls under the umbrella of social media fucking up the modern relationship scene. But yeah, we move.
But I think like my biggest thing if I'm with someone is like I just don't want to look silly. Like I just don't want to be in a position where I look silly. And if them liking one of my like friends' posts makes me look silly, then I'll be like, oh, it's a bit weird. Whereas like if they like the post and they're like doing something cool or something like that, I don't really care. But like if it's literally like a photo where it's like, you know, the type of photo like they've posted for attention,
it's very obvious to
and then
know.
they get the attention.
Yeah.
Like,
If Tyler said to you one day, because this comes down to like appreciating natural beauty.
Yeah.
Tyler said to you one day, "Fuck, Luke's looking so hot right now." What would you say? To
I would actually lie. She'd never say that.
But like, okay, what about like maybe like another person?
Another person?
Is that where you draw the line?
It depends. Like Tay Reid, I know that she thinks she's really good looking, and I'm like, fair enough. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, obviously that like I'd get a little bit like jealous or whatever.
Yeah.
Like I feel like everyone has that sort of feeling in them that they're like, oh. But you actually messaged my girlfriend happy birthday, and you're like happy birthday, you're like happy birthday, gorgeous.
So did I.
So funny.
Straight away she shows me. I'm like, what the fuck, mate? He's never once had banter with my girlfriend, and out of nowhere he's like, happy birthday, gorgeous. It's like he's almost forgotten I'm dating her or something.
Obviously, all three of us play footy, and there's been a lot of questions with footy season coming up. What is it like to play footy and doing content?
I think overall with teammates, from your teammates' point of view, it's pretty healthy. I've moved to a new club this year, and they've been nothing but supportive, and they all get around me for my job, I guess. But when you go against other teams, it's a bit of a different story. I think last year we kind of started to get a bit of traction throughout footy season, and you know the Rezzies behind the goals would definitely let you know about it and say some pretty nasty things. But it's all part of it at the end of the day, and if they're trying to put you off your game, then they'll say whatever needs to be said.
Yeah.
But I think this season will be a bit different.
I just want to address something like getting bullied on a footy field is like not a good thing to do. Like I got bullied because I was friends with Luke.
Yeah.
Someone was like bumping me saying like, oh, your mate's like this and that, saying words. And I'm like, mate, I've done nothing to you, yet you're like hanging shit on me for being mates with someone else. I'm like, Luke's doing some crazy things out here.
I had to, obviously, I did my hamstring, so I've been out for the last 8 weeks, but I've come back to local for the last 2 weeks, and I was copping it a fair bit in a practice match where there's no crowds at all, and not a very serious game. So it's going to be interesting.
I think it all will get elevated this year. I've definitely moved to a new league, which some would argue is a lot worse. I was in the VAFA last year, so out west it might be a bit more harmful. But
if you've ever seen Prime Train where he does like, oh, like this person was saying this, the very next play, like. It's literally like that. You're just copying it for 2 hours. That's basically what it is. But after the game,
pretty fun.
No one says anything to you.
Yeah.
No, a lot of time after the game, like people, when they're shaking their hand after the game, will come up to you and say like, I respect what you're doing. And it's just like...
It's kind of like on the field when you're playing, like you kind of like talk your shit. You try like get in people's head. Like you try like annoy him, you hit him, whatever. But then after the game, you just chill and you kind of like respect each other.
Yeah. No, but I think it'll be, to wrap up that conversation, I think it'll be interesting going forward this year. Obviously, it's taken a major step up from this time last year. So
there's actually one time.
We'll keep you guys posted on that. Right?
Next thing I want to mention is Timmÿ in the room with us.
Timmÿ? No.
Where's Timmÿ? Where's that guy?
Timmÿ comes out when I get... No, so basically, I had a lot of questions about this actually, so I'll officially address it. So Timmÿ is obviously his stage name. My friends call me Timmÿ because it's like an alter ego when I get intoxicated, this character named Timmÿ. So I thought it'd be pretty funny, and it's just kind of like blown up a little bit, and I didn't really expect it. But yeah, so that's Timmÿ.
Do you find like yourself, like obviously you have the podcast, do you reckon you'll ever get...
He has one drink, he's like,
Timmÿ! do you reckon you'll like ever take off with this like singing career?
I don't know.
Yeah?
I've kind of structured it so it's like, if it does, it's awesome. If it doesn't, he fucks.
Do you reckon you're a really good singer?
No.
No
talent.
Like, talk to me. Like, do you reckon you're a really good singer?
No talent, but it's just like one of those things where no one knows this. It's like, no one really knows this except probably like 10 people. It's like, I used to like just write songs. I just used to find it really cool. I used to be like fucking obsessed with people's ability to like rhyme shit.
Yeah.
And even from year 8, I'd just be like writing shit down, finding like bigger words to rhyme with like sentences and shit.
When I first met you, you like showed me all your songs. I'm like, bro, why don't you post these? You're like, nah, like I just do it for fun. I'm like, bro, who cares? Just post it. And you're like, oh, but I don't really want people to like say anything. I'm like,
so if you say that you're not a like good singer, like that's you just
no natural talent from Timmÿ boys.
But like when you're singing the songs and you post it, are you trying?
Not really. I mean, like it's just me. Like there's no one else behind the scenes.
So it's just more for like a hobby.
Yeah, it's a hobby. It's cool. I find it fun. I think as long as I find it fun, I won't really be attached to it. It's not a career.
Yeah.
Who was the song about?
The first one, Tyro, wasn't about anyone. They were just trying to like surprise people and get people off guard. I was just saying a bunch of random shit. Like
if loving you was a crime, I'd be under arrest.
Yeah, I was just saying a bunch of cringy.
Who was that lyric about?
That genuinely wasn't about anyone. I was just like, that was like, I have this. You should see my voice notes of just like random rhymes I've got. That was probably like 3 years old. But the newest one was about that was a fucking diss track.
Who was that?
Bleep the name.
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't.
Everything. Tightrope. The lyrics there were a bit made up and maybe exaggerated.
You know how you say I'm bad?
Yeah.
He's 10 times.
He's bad, but he doesn't like. He doesn't show it's bad. You know what I mean? Yeah, you say it. He like.
Yeah, I'm a silent
he just
assassin.
makes a song and posts it.
Yeah.
Timmy's a silent assassin, baby. That's just how it is.
Yeah.
Anyway, on to the next.
Most silent assassin.
Yeah,
ever.
he'll like a girl and make a song, be like, "I love you."
Never fucking done that.
I love you.
I've never fucking done that. All right.
Text me back.
Anyway,
I'm undelivered.
fucking, where's this fucking mute button? We muted, mate. Moving on.
Obviously, this has inspired me to get my
Luke's decided to. It's pretty funny. Luke's decided to copy me. He's fucking copied me.
I've been saying I want to do this for a long time.
No, a diss track. That's not copying.
It is
he's
copying.
Actually taking the
2 weeks after I put out my song, he's fucking said I'm making a song.
No, but he's like giving you time for you to blow up. But
yeah, this is mine. It's a diss track on somebody. You'll know who it is in the first 2 seconds of the song, but be prepared. This when should I drop it? I think maybe like Saturday morning. I might drop it.
Have you done the film thing?
Everything.
You've done everything already.
Everything. I've been quiet about.
Really?
Everything.
You haven't told me any. I saw Gus yesterday. He didn't say anything.
Yeah, exactly. So,
there you go.
This is the thing because this is like something I've actually been dealing with. When you tell people what you're gonna do, you get the same like chemical release of endorphins as if you've already done it. So say you go, oh, I'm going to do a 10K run to someone, you get the same endorphins as if you've just done the 10K
convincing
run.
them that you've actually done it.
Yeah. So then you don't do the thing that you were going to do because you've already had the high and the endorphins.
Yeah. I'm trying to do that as well because I always tell you something, you're like, just do it. I'm like, well, fuck, okay, fine. Like, I'm going to do it. Yeah.
So that's why I always like try like, especially now if I'm going to do something, I'll just do it and then tell you I've done it. Not like, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And it's actually helped me to be like way more productive.
Yeah.
Because I actually struggled for a long time when I had so many ideas in my head. And I'd write them all down. I'd be like, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do. And I'd end up doing nothing because I'll be like, oh, it's going to be so sick when I do this video. If I do this video, I'm going to have this many followers and then I'm going to be able to do this. And it's like, I don't have any.
So it's actually good to like not say anything, get it done, and then people be like, oh, wow.
So this is, I think this is Big Brother advice. It's kind of sent without context, but it's a pretty funny story. I think it's definitely an issue these days. So I was seeing this guy pretty seriously for about 3 months. All was well, but not going to lie, some red flags became increasingly obvious as time went on. Main one being his only form of communication was Snapchat. This man was a Snapchat warrior. He had 2 to 3 private stories, sent everyone a snap a day to keep their streak, and would crack it if I ever came close to losing our streak. This man is turning 26 next month.
26 doing streaks, what the fuck?
Still, Snapchat is crazy.
After we ended, he messaged me borderline begging if we could keep our streak and if he could stay in my singular private story. I promptly blocked him. I am too old for this shit. Is this normal behavior?
No way. That was Tim.
No,
that's not normal behavior. That's maybe Timmy behavior, not my
behavior. How old is too old to have Snapchat?
I think no. All right. So here's
like
the thing.
I think having it's fine.
Yeah. Having it's fine because we post actively on Snapchat. A lot of my group chats with my friends are on Snapchat, which I don't know. I agree it's a bit immature to be primarily communicating through Snapchat. Sometimes is okay, but like having your only phone, if you're sending streaks above like 18, that's a fucking issue. Like
you send me streaks still.
Yeah, I do. Don't reply back.
Yeah, but Tommy does that funny. It'll be like a weird photo. It could be him naked or something. It'd be like,
I'll obviously take the pics. I just send that to everyone. But private stories probably get them out. I think that's definitely a red flag and probably shows a bit of emotional immaturity.
Yeah.
So respect for getting rid of them.
I think that's very mature about to realize that there was red flags. Well,
it's pretty fucking obvious if he's using Snapchat as
keep going and then realize that it was like bad. So I feel like a lot of people, they like see a red flag early and then they don't do anything about
Yeah.
it. And then like the red flags show.
Yeah, we'll fucking watch the previous episode for all red flags. That was what we talked about last time. Yeah. All right. So yeah, good job for blocking him. Don't bring him back. That's weird.
And if you've got any other things that you want us to send in, any funny stories, please send them in because we will react to them. We have so much fun reacting to them. So send them in. We really appreciate them all.
Yeah. And yeah, so that being said as well, we have Diezel's confessions, which we kind of forgot about. I'm not gonna lie. We had a photo shoot here actually at the Creative Hub.
We did a whole photo shoot to like around this Diezel confession.
Yeah, and we had Diezel dress up as a priest. I don't know why he did that. But
Unintentionally.
That was weird, bro.
Unintentionally.
Anyway, yeah, so we need people to start sending their confessions in. We have a couple lined up, but we need some more juicy confessions that Diezel will determine whether you're worthy of forgiveness or not.
So send in your messages, send in your stories, send in whatever.
Nothing's off limits.
I'll read it.
I had a confession.
You had a
This has
confession.
been sent in, not me personally, but then I'll start with this. So I had a confession for someone else.
Yeah.
I had sex in my parents' bedroom and didn't change the sheets.
Well, they're away. They're away. They have to be away.
Probably they might have been away, yeah.
That's crazy.
Are they worthy of forgiveness?
They won't know. So obviously,
Okay, we need a new priest. This priest is mentally corrupted.
if the parents, that's
They
like,
don't know. It's fine. Who the fuck
kinda
cares?
fucked up.
It's a concept. What do you think of the concept?
You got to do it once.
Like, you fucking
You
get him.
gotta really get it.
So like, you got to think about like respect and like obviously they're your parents. You got to think about it. Would they do it to you? Do you reckon your parents?
Would your
Oh
parents?
my
Would,
God.
would
Slept
my
in your
parents
bed?
have sex in my bed? No, they would not.
You don't reckon? You don't reckon when you're
Tommy,
not home
you
and they're
don't
like,
know
you
that,
know
though.
what?
I do know that. It's fucking weird.
Imagine they did. Nah, I don't know. That doesn't. I think it's fine. The boys don't. So like,
I don't think that's fine.
I think
that's
like
fucked
once
up.
off, it's fine.
Just once off.
Just a once off.
Have you done that or something? Oh, okay.
I don't know. I probably have. Yeah,
You
nah.
need fucking help.
You're forgiven. You're forgiven.
You're forgiven.
Yeah.
That's like walking, like another Canon event, walking on your parents. So.
Oh, when I was younger, I didn't know what was happening. It was just this big dome, and I was just like the blankets were like just going over. I was like, "What's that?"
What?
So the door used to like open out, and the bed would like be straight there, and then like the blanket would be over everything, but it's just like one blanket. Like my dad was obviously like, what's the position called? Missionary, where he's like on top. And I'm just,
you could not
waterboard this information out of
my
me.
parents would hear me come in, heard me come in, and they obviously stopped, so the bed sheets weren't moving. So I thought Dad was just sitting on top of Mum, and I was really young. I was like, Dad, he's like, go to bed. Oh,
Son.
that was so
You're
funny.
a fucking mate.
I remember that so vividly. I didn't know what they were doing.
Oh,
Anyways,
Okay. How old were you?
I would have been like 8.
it's like 16 or
Yeah, like 21. Like. But yeah.
Anyway.
Anyways, dude,
Yeah.
fucking.
Do your
Right, we'll
video.
wrap it up, then we'll do it at the end. Sorry.
All right. We'll wrap that there. Thank you guys for watching. Obviously, we're stoked to be in our new studio. Shout out again to that Creative Hub.
This
We'll-
is so cool, by the way.
This is
We'll be here
wicked,
full time, and as I kind of alluded to before, this will become ours. Like we'll like put inside jokes up on the walls behind us. We'll put like a life size stick figure of like a life size cutout of someone. Like I don't know. We'll take the piss with it. And
I potentially have something like a bit of an idea that could be cool. If you guys make a cool piece of artwork or something to do with D&M that's cool, A4 size,
Make
sheet
it
of
funny,
paper,
make it
I'll
funny.
put it behind me.
yeah, we'll put it behind us and just trying to have it like audience focused. And if you guys want to design a set for us, we can do it. So I'm not going to give an address. Probably we'll put it like a set up a PO box.
I'll make a PO box,
Yeah.
and you can send it in. If you want to send any letters or anything in there, you can send them in, and we'll.
How
put
funny would it be
behind
if they like send in a letter and we just read it out?
us.
That would be cool. That'd be a cool idea.
Yeah, I think that'd be funny. So that's another thing. Bear with us. We're going to set up a PO box. Don't send anything fucking weird. Don't get us like arrested. Don't do anything. Don't send us like anything that could get us in trouble because that's the last thing we want. But anyway, yeah, thank you for watching. Yes, we'll see you guys next week.
Done.
and
Love you
us,
guys.
Don't leave us.
Love us, don't leave us. Follow us. Yeah, that's all. Bye.
See you guys.
Subscribe, follow everything.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Enjoy.
Bye.